Good. Ajiri Akpolo, take two, Mark. 2014, I'm going to Savannah College of Art and Design in Savannah, Georgia. I decided I've learned everything that the school has already taught me, and so I cut my MFA to an MA, finish it a little bit early, get a job working with Magic Mike 2 as a PA, and I see all the camera guys are from LA, and that's kind of what I want to be. I want to do camera to direct. And so I had three choices of where to live. I could live in Los Angeles, Atlanta, which was starting to pop up at the time as a big film industry thing, or I could go back to Nigeria, where I was born, to go make some Nollywood movies. I thought if I went to Nigeria, I'd be a big fish in a small pond. And just to get away from family, I chose to go to LA. Basically, I'd packed my stuff, whatever stuff fit in my car. I was driving a Toyota Corolla at the time. Decided to drive all the way from Savannah, Georgia to Los Angeles. One of my homies, old film school buddy, he was already out here, and he knew another person, one of his friends, who needed a roommate. And so I got in contact with him. He found a spot, and so basically the day before I was driving out to LA, I had a spot that was gonna be my own. Things are already happening in the background. My brother was getting married in Phoenix, and so I had to drive cross country to Los Angeles, unpack my stuff, and then drive out to Phoenix, be the best man at my brother's wedding, and then drive back out to LA. And thankfully, my first job was waiting for me back in LA. I was covering for one of my friends from film school in camera department where I wanted to be doing work. It's like I drove cross country, check. Got a place, check. Best man at my brother's wedding, check. First camera job in LA, check. And so I was like, okay, I can do this. But then as the weeks went on, there weren't many jobs I'd be getting, especially not in camera. I'd be going over Craigslist and it's like PA jobs, it's meals and credit. So it's like some jobs, the only thing they offered to pay was your gas. And then the big thing would be, okay, you get a meal and you get credit. I was like, okay, that's not gonna pay my bills. So basically I had to do PA work, I had to drive for Lyft, and I was spending my credit cards like bad. Basically, I got into the art department world because it needs like more PAs when it comes to steaming curtains, putting out layout board. And so I kind of was just getting stuck in art department, but it wasn't all bad because that's how I met some of my best friends in LA. Between that and Lyft, that's how I was kind of surviving the first year in LA, paying my bills. But I was still living past my means, so still like going through credit cards and stuff. But other than that, I feel like that first year was just a real test with my spirit, dealing a little bit with depression and just kind of a new place, not much family around. Very few success and more failures that first year in LA. And so just really having to decide kind of what person I wanted to be and how I was going to define myself, how I was going to define success. And so, I just kind of poured it in, went to church more, volunteered, and just what I was aiming for, what kind of person I wanted to be. That's what I was defining success, and not job or status kind of deal like that. I wanted to define success as the kind of person I was and what I was striving to be. I remember the first day I fell in love with LA. I'm not sure what job it was, but I was driving back from it, and then I don't know, it was just like sunset, driving on the 101, or I think it might have been the 101 or 110, and just driving past downtown, like the sun just like going in between the buildings, just like reflecting that like silver and blue. And I was like, you know what, the city is kind of cool. It's kind of cool. So fast forward 4.5 years, solidly working in camera. I joined the union. Don't really have trouble paying my bills anymore. Almost paid off all my credit card debt from the first year in LA. So that first year still lingers. Got some very good friends. Directed 3 projects since being in LA. A couple have won some festival awards and been in festival circuits. the struggle was worth it, but it still feels like a stepping stone. I feel like I'm not where I want to be yet, but I also feel like I'm so far from where I was that it doesn't even seem possible. Like the lows of where I was back in that year one, like I can't imagine the success and stability that I kind of have now when it comes to money and career. I want to make that big move to do something in Nigeria and just direct more. But I'm very happy working in the camera department, and I'm happy throwing jobs to people who helped me those first years, and just building the relationships. Also, working as a PA, working through all these small jobs, even these favor jobs, that's what helped me get crew for my first couple projects. I didn't have money to pay most of them, so most of them were doing it for a meal and credit, and also just because of the relationships that I'd built over the years, offering to do the same, offering to help anybody out that needed help on any of their projects. I wanted to see people's dreams come true, and in return, people were willing to help me out on my projects. Shout out to Skylar Smith, who's edited my projects as well. The struggle really built friendship and family that I didn't have out here. I had to kind of build and just discover family and friends and myself.
Perfect. Yeah. That was great.